My name is Danny Ross, and I'm going to be your host for today's AI Lunch and Learn. We do this every Tuesday at noon. Share where you're from. And if this is your first time joining the AI Lunch and Learn session or any of our training, that helps me kind of guide the conversation today. I've added a few more videos this week. For some of the old timers, I added by special request some AEO website creator training. This has got a part 1 and a part 2. And what's great about this training, it was actually done by the Deal.ai guys that built the entire platform. It's a really good session. It'll take you through how to build your website in the latest website builder tool, which is called AEO Website Creator on my platform. They call it AEO Funnel, I believe, on theirs. What's really good about this training, it was designed to take you from A to Z. I also added on as a bonus for other people who have been here for a while, I added in 5 videos on white label. And the purpose of this is kind of to walk you through creating a white label, going from the white label bootcamp, adding, configuring your domain, platform settings, configuring your custom AI tools, building your own custom AI tools. So again, really fun stuff that'll take you into a deeper dive. For those people who are the do-it-yourselfers, I do want to stress, and that's the reason why I put my calendar in there. There's people who want to do it themselves, and then there's people who want done for you. So hit my calendar. We've got 3 VAs that can help you set up anything that you want on the platform, whether it's custom AI apps, whether it's building a website, whether it's building out your white label. We've got VAs that can help you do that so you do not have to do it from scratch. We're all busy entrepreneurs, and so it's difficult to find the time to learn all of this and build it yourself. We do offer the done for you services. Just hit that calendar link or my email, and we can help you get up and going. Let's see, Donald's jumped on, Keisha's jumped on. I think Yvonne was already on. So again, welcome everybody who's jumping on these sessions, and we're going to keep going. So again, we have done with you, which are all this training, right? And speaking of training, underneath the signing up for, again, you have to register for each one of these separately because of the way Zoom works. But you register and then you're rocking and rolling. And then under there are all the videos that are recorded every day that I do the training. Just click on it and you can watch it. On top of the ones that I've loaded in for the like AO website creator specifically and the white label, these are all the topics that we talk about into the chat. Any questions you have, that is the highlight or overview of the platform. If you have questions, just put them in the chat. And then new AI apps. The section I try to keep up to date here is the new AI apps here. You have Super Agent, which we've spent quite a bit of time on kind of walking through what that is. It is essentially where you hire an employee for $20 a month. Under that manager, super agent employee, you have quite a few other ones that are available. They're all specialized employees, bots that work for you. So you have the Google Doc bot, you have the Google Calendar bot, you have the Google Slides bot. And the way it works is really simple. You simply give the super agent a task that you want it to do, and then it will bring in whatever bots that it needs to bring in to go ahead and get that going for you. So we'll do some look in the AI Lunch and Learns for some videos on super agent. So they're there for you to review. We've done quite a few sessions on it. Deep research is part of the LLM from OpenAI. ChatGPT uses it, is built on it. And you can see here where you have a question that you have and you wanted to go out and research the topic in slow detail. It is a great tool to do that kind of what we call deep research, because The difference is when you ask an AI tool a question, you get an instant response. And usually that is it's based on their current database and it'll be instantaneous, which is great and gratifying and it just feels like it's having a conversation with you. Deep research takes its time and goes and finds more sources, tells you who those sources are, and you can actually tell it how many sources to target. And as you see here, when I slide, the more sources, the more credits that it uses. So if you got a quick, easy inquiry, you can limit it, or if going out further. Okay. So for the same type of thing, these are the types of tasks where you want it to do. I mentioned Super Agent. Super Agent has the ability to do that as part of your complex task. So what I like about Super Agent is you can give it a task and walk away. And as part of that, it does have the deep dive bot research specialist as part of it. So you can make that search very, very detailed. And so those are the kind of examples that we did here. So I want you to go out and find me 5 news articles on the benefits of growing organic food in my home as it affects. So this was a customer that was in the organic food business. And so you can have it go out and run this task. Let me see if we can run this here. Let's do a new task and run it. And we'll start that. Okay. Oh, also for the new timers, I almost forgot new timers, new visitors, new trainees. Please go ahead and drop in the chat your domain name or URL, and I'll use that as part of our real-time discussions today. So if you have a business and you have a domain name or you have a URL, go ahead and drop it into the chat, please, and I'll make it part of the experiment as we kind of go along here. This is the super agent. And while that's doing that, I'll go back here and take a look at some of the other tools. We have the AI Humanizer, which is a really fun tool. Essentially, you can have AI create text and content for your website and your blog posts. Very important for your blog posts. Have AI create your blog posts. And then you can take that text and run it through Humanizer, which will attempt to make that text more human and human enough to get by the AI detectors that could limit your exposure across the internet. So, for example, if Google's AI says the blog content that you're posting is AI created, it may never share it. So by making it more human, then there's a good chance they'll get by that AI detector so that your content will be found by more people across the internet. That's the point of that exercise. Conversational image AI is really fun. You can take an image or a particular, so for example, I was playing around with this with a customer the other day. So we created this in hyper-realistic AI. Success, right? On top of the mountaintop. And then I said, make it a black woman. And so it changed the image from a man to a woman. And all I did was ask it to do it with a simple sentence. So that's what conversational AI does. It allows you to make changes to images with a simple sentence. So really fun stuff. I have become an author, which is an external training that we have. So you can just click on that and it'll take you from, your it'll train you on taking concepts, creating the book and using AI tools, any AI tool. You can use anything. Claude is very popular for writing books with. And you, of course, can use the tools in the platform, create the book cover, everything, and then get it published onto Amazon. So a lot of fun with that. And then AI Music Maker is very new. You can essentially pick a type of music style that you want. You can say upbeat, happy music. You can determine the length of it and essentially kick it off to generate that music. It's going to take a few minutes to go off and run that. So let's go back here. And so we have the research manager is running off to take a look at this task that we asked it to do. And what I need to do is also run this task on one of my superbots that I have already updated all of the required connectivity. When I say updated connectivity, I'll show you what I mean. Write a blog post of your email. There we go. So I'll kick this off in here. And so it's going to spin out and get going. So what I like about this type of note here, let's see, 3 p.m. Okay, that's running. All right, so we have some music that we asked it to do. I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I wanted to show you all the new stuff and play around with it. Not bad, not bad. So, what you can do here is this allows you to effectively get some music like you might use in the background on an AI video. So that kind of gives you an idea. All right, so let's see. Here's Ryan. I don't think we've done yours before. Let's go ahead and work with Ryan's for just a second. But Google uses AI now. Gemini, so can they block others using AI? Oh, okay, interesting question. Yeah, so Google is getting their biggest business, which is search, taken away by all of the AI chat engines. So what they did, because everybody is starting to use their AI tools to search for things instead of going to google.com. So for example, I could ask Siri a question and now Siri will connect with ChatGPT and answer the question, that kind of thing. So I don't use google.com anymore. But what Google has done, a couple of things. They've, of course, expanded all of the AI into their overall tools. No matter what tool you're using, AI is available now. Also, in the search, they have snippets at the top, and they also have Gemini, which is their AI tool, available to answer your questions when you search for things everywhere. They're not blocking it so much as they're making sure they're competing in it. The whole idea of ChatGPT and all the other AI tools is that they've basically scanned the internet, whether they've done that legally or illegally. We've got, multi years of debate and legal on who owns what, where. Okay. So my point for right now, for the next 3 years, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and use AI, build your business, and rock and roll. It'll get there eventually if there's going to actually be any issues. So anyway, that jazz track was not really that jazzy, but it was actually pretty still happy and upbeat. I liked it. It's actually to be a little more world beat than jazz, but what do I know? Point being, all of this stuff is subjective, and you can have fun creating as much music and things you want to utilize in there for your different tools. All right, so that went well. Let's go ahead and since I have a URL to play with, let's go there and see where it is. I'm gonna plug it in here. And Georgia A&M, AIM, Georgia AIM. Okay, cool. So let's grab this website. And I'm going to put it in. Let's have it create a video for us. This will be fun. Create AI videos, one of my favorite tools on the platform. I use it to kind of show, oh, Danny. I deleted the part I need, right? I need the HTTPS. I want to create a quick video for you guys using this. You can pick your language. You can pick the image type. You can pick the voice. I like to use Sarah. She's pretty good. Please go ahead and play around and find the one you like. Right now, you can upload your own music, right? So what we could do is we could grab that music sample. Actually, I'm not going to go through all that, but you can upload your own music. I'm just going to use ambient for now because we want to roll through this demo quickly. Blue is your favorite color, apparently, on your website. So we'll use blue for the color for the words. And so you can pick any color to match your branding. You can get very, very specific in the sense that you can have it match your branding exactly by putting in the RGB codes. Okay, so you can pick a font, you can pick whether it's landscape or not, and let's see if we have access. And we'll tell it to create the video. The reason why I said if we have access, some websites are database driven, hidden behind a CMS, and of course the AI can't get direct access to that. But we'll run it and see what we get coming back. All right, so Donald asked, I use diverse, I get a better variety of Black people in my images. Absolutely. And here's the thing about image. Right now, the AI tools, general AI tools, are very biased. And in certain ways, the images that it creates are based on what it was programmed for. So many times you'll get a white guy with a beard if you ask for a doctor or you ask for an entrepreneur, businessman, or any of that kind of thing. So if you want something different, you have to tell it exactly what you want. I want a Black female on top of the mountaintop, that kind of thing. And that's where on Tuesday, Tuesday nights, 7 p.m., I teach what's called a create method. You have to set the context, you have to be very specific. And so come to that training and learn about it or watch the video in there on the create method. It helps you understand the important parts of a prompt when you're asking AI to work for you. Are the chats in deal.ai private automatically? What is the commercial licensing permission on using the music? Generally speaking, the music that you create, you can use it anywhere because you've created it. Again, vague area in the world of AI. Certainly, you won't get flagged for it, and if you use it anywhere, it's yours, you created it. As far as whether it is private automatically, if you're using it in the platform, yes, it is privately all yours. What can happen though is you have to remember if you don't want anyone to access your login, you should change your password after you have signed up for the platform. It'll auto assign you one. Obviously, you should change it if you want to make sure your stuff is behind. Generally speaking, I can see the stats of which apps are popular. I can help with the conversation if you're using a custom AI app. So I can see the conversations that it is having, but I can't see who is having the conversation. So in that sense, there's anonymity. And so the answer to the question is you're using a tool in a browser on the internet and you're on a public network. So you have to decide what you mean by the word private, okay? Generally speaking, people can't see what you're doing on the internet unless they're specifically looking for it. And if they're the NSA, the government, or whatever, they have tools to get around most of that stuff. So depends on your level of paranoia. My level of paranoia, because I was in the cybersecurity space for years and years and years, is number one, assume everyone can see what you're doing. Therefore, don't put anything out there on the public internet that you don't want people to see. And then number two, your security and privacy is only as guaranteed as by the laws, and the laws are way behind, so it's going to take a while for them to catch up. So in the interim, don't let it stop you from doing business on the internet. Just go do your thing. Protect yourself. Don't click on any weird links, you know. But generally speaking, it's only as secure as you are. Have a password manager, make sure, all of that stuff. Music, are there royalty issues? Only if the music is not really yours, meaning you can't take a commercially viable piece of music without paying for it. Okay? So you can upload anything you want. And then, of course, if you go to try to put it into a YouTube will tell you, hey, that's protected and you can't use it, or it'll tell you it's protected, but you're allowed to use it by the artist. So that's all I can say on that. Hopefully I answered all of the questions. Let's get back to the fun part, training. All right. So we have a video that we just created. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Georgia AIM, where the future of manufacturing is being revolutionized through cutting-edge artificial intelligence. With support from the U.S. Economic Development Administration, we are positioning Georgia as a leader in AI-driven manufacturing. Georgia AIM is paving the way for efficiency and innovation, creating high-paying jobs and brighter futures. Our initiative embraces everyone from K-12 students to technical college attendees, ensuring inclusive workforce development. By enhancing cybersecurity and launching an AI manufacturing pilot facility, we're securing economic stability in Georgia. Join us as we forge a new era of talent and innovation, driving growth and success in Georgia's manufacturing landscape.
What you would do for these different video images in here is real simple. I would essentially take the description of your business that it kind of did here. So you could grab this, right? And which it wasn't horrible. The video itself wasn't horrible. It's just the images were repetitious and boring. So I would essentially take the description. I would go back to my favorite AI image tool. And I say favorite because I have used all kinds of tools, Midjourney, Leonardo, etc. And so you can take that description, drop it into create image ideas. Hyperrealistic is one of the many content creation tools to create images. You can go in here and just type a sentence and tell it what you want, or you can create a new project. Projects just let you organize your images and things like that. So we have Georgia AIM, right? So we're going to create some images for Georgia AIM, and so we'll add that as a project. And the purpose of it is just an organizational thing, folders. Think of it as folders, okay? And so I'm going to create some images here. So I'm going to ask it to take the description of Georgia AIM, what it is and what it's trying to do, and give me some image ideas. And I'm going to let that run for just a second. Some of these images are pretty good, but some of them, like I said, the ratio of white guy to beards here is very high. I mean, literally every guy in here is a white guy with a beard. It's bizarre, right? So, offhand, I would say that's very, unless they're cloning people, and the AI might be soon cloning people, that is a bit of a challenge for your video because it doesn't represent any kind of a diverse nature. So, what I would do is grab that image. There's lots of ways to fix this issue, but one of the ways that you can do it is the tool I showed you just a moment ago, where you can go into conversational AI. This is not the best way to fix this issue, but it is a way, right? So you could go here, grab it, bring it in here, and then tell it, make the people more diverse, right? And so you could even be more specific. So I want two white guys, three white ladies, two black women, four black men. You could be as specific as you want, but I'll just say make the people more diverse and tell it to go just to keep it simple for the demo. And so let's see what we've got. Now, what the dropping things into the image idea will do, the top part will give you about the business. Excuse me, the first sentence will give you about the business. And then the second will give you the specific description. So again, here on people, you want to say the word diverse or black or Asian or Indian, whatever it is you want specifically, and then tell it to go. And it will give you 20 suggestions for images. And then you essentially would take that image and, of course, upload it into your video. Let's see what we got. It just kind of made them a little weird. It did not quite work. So diverse is not a good answer. I would probably go with, this is a wonderful image. Unfortunately, it's a little boring. I would probably take that original image and say add. I found that to be very effective. Here we go. This example worked very well. So we had a diverse, not diverse, this was all black females and this picnic, which was a little weird, but I liked the image itself. It was fantastic. So what I did is I simply told it to add some men, black men, and some children, and it went ahead and added them in. That's probably the best example of what this tool is good for. So I think adding is better than changing, even though it did work okay in the mountain example, right? Look at that diversity, all those smiling people. Now you go and you count their fingers. If you haven't used AI before, AI has trouble with faces sometimes and it has trouble with fingers sometimes. So you just have to be aware of it. That's a fantastic image. I think that's a 5. It's actually pretty much perfect. I would download it. P is the smallest size in case anybody asks. It's good to use web friendly when you're designing your website. That's where you really care about it. All right, so I just got that image. So we go to another image, project to create jobs, or AI powered machine. So that's really the same image. A classroom. Okay, so classroom is good, right? So if you want to use a classroom, and so you could be, again, specific on the students, you could say black, female, and male students, right? So if you want to be that specific, you can, of course, and tell it to go. And so it's going to create that image for us. And so let's go back here while it's working on that image. So we were kind of wandering down the list here. I want to keep showing you new things. Last week, I introduced the UGC, or user-generated content,
Welcome to
avatars. And I was playing around with Platform User, kind of showing off the tool. We wrote a quick script using the AI sales coach up here, which is like ChatGPT. We had to create this script. And so you can take that script, you can pick the size, you can pick the voice. So the voice I selected was Brenda. You can pick the avatar. You can upload your own image and create your own avatar. So I think
Welcome to Delinda Davis Design, dreaming of a space that truly reflects your taste and lifestyle. Whether it's a small refresh or a complete home overhaul, start with us. As your designer, my role is tailored to you.
what is really interesting about this is I use that same avatar and in this project, and I was working on a project for AI tools and AEO Biz, which I'm getting ready to launch in a few.
What if I could hand you a proven system that gets your website and funnels recommended by AI engines?
And it's pretty good. Now, I will say without a doubt that it still has some work to do. The dev guys are aware that there are issues with the lip syncing and the facial
Hi,
expressions.
they get
So
priority.
I am fully aware of it. So I would say to everybody, this is something to go in and play with, do short scripts and kind of get familiar with it, but don't do full projects yet. Give them another 2, 3 weeks before you try to do full projects with this because it's not 100% there yet. And I'm going to do some more training on it when I think they've nailed it, where all of the voices and the facial expressions are really, really rocking. But if you just want to play with it, go ahead and kind of set it up. I've been playing with it and getting familiar with it. And so you can add your own picture and create your own avatar to it. And it's another fun thing that you can do in the project. So this one, okay, not bad, not bad. So we can download this one and let's grab this. And let's tell it we like it as well. Proud Factory standing there with a job well done. A futuristic skyscape. Well, sure, let's see what this does. Why not? Over Georgia, right? Let's see what we got. A grant-supported initiative to boost Georgia's. So it's giving you different ideas. And so you can take all these ideas and add them to the mix of the actual, website. All right, so we're going to add that one in just a second. All right, so keep moving along here. What else is brand spanking new? I need to actually drop this into the platform. I'm going to do that as a link. And so the thing about the platform, it grows almost daily. I even forgot to put the new link in here. So let me do that quickly while you guys are waiting for the image to get created. I think it's here. Hey, there you go. Is this Georgia? You can't even really tell. It does look like a city, but I don't know if it's Georgia specifically. And so I think the AI might have done what we call a hallucination, which means it could be Georgia, it could be anywhere. I don't know. Does anybody recognize this big ball over here as a building in Georgia? Complex network of servers with cybersecurity enhanced badge prominently displayed. Sure, why not? Let's take a look at that one. Create image. So again, you have to be very specific. This prompts are a little bit too generic. So if I wanted to Georgia, I would say show me downtown Atlanta, right? So that you would get the buildings that you would recognize as Georgia. So that's how you would definitely get. Make sure you check the spelling. The human in the equation, we talk about something called AI super self, right? When you do something with AI, always you are the human responsible for reviewing what it's created. Always check it before you launch it out to the world. Okay. So let's do this one that looks kind of like it might be interesting. Children, obviously, this program is for older kids and adults. Children have a cuteness factor. So if you can get a child into your content for your website, that's not a bad thing, right? And so we got two boys that look like twins here. All right, we'll download that one too. I'm just going to play with it, but I don't think it actually matches the website content. So I'll only give it a 3. We won't keep going because I think children are a little too young for this particular program. A group of engineers excitedly testing a new AI machine in a lab. I don't know what an AI machine is, but hey, why not? Let's take a look and see what it thinks an AI machine is. All right. Remember, if you have questions, drop them in the chat as we go along here. This needs to be interactive to make it effective. Make sure you guys are getting something out of it. If you have, all right. So we have business formation. Let me go to a brand new, the new. I'm going to show you the new in just a second. I got a really fun thing everybody's going to want to play with. All right, so we got these guys. So I don't know. This looks like I have no idea. But hey, I think it would work for the website, certainly. So we've got some diversity. Let me know if it's targeted at Black students or if it is diverse in the program itself. Obviously, if it's just Black students, then obviously I need to change the images for your video. Let me know. Let's see, but it's a good image, nothing wrong with it. They're having fun and we'll download it. It's not a great image, but it's okay. It looks actually like a royalty stock thing. All right, cool. So we have that going. All right, we diverse populations, but for all. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. All right, perfect. So this is a good image for the type of thing that you could play around with. All right, so we have the images now that we can use, and you can go on and on. It gives you 20 ideas, and you can kind of just play around until you find highlighting back to diverse students using tablets. Yeah, that one might be good. Innovate Georgia. Okay, let's try that one. Let's see what it does. All right. It's also figured out that I want diverse students. Sometimes the AI will catch up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And then let's go back in here. Oh, the Innovate Georgia part is interesting. Made up its own logo. So, welcome to Georgia AIM, cutting edge of artificial intelligence. This image, like I said, is not a bad image. I'm going to download it and make sure we have it. So before you move on and replace it, you do want to make sure you downloaded any images you do want to keep. And so you can upload the image that you particularly want to use. I particularly liked this one here. It's pretty good. That's a nice welcoming image, right? And then you have support in the U.S. development and position leader in AI-driven manufacturing. So we can bring in another image that kind of fits. Oh, I like the kids. It doesn't really fit your program, I know, but I like the kids. Yeah, so we're not going to use the all white guy band, but this is good for manufacturing. That's a nice image for manufacturing. Georgia AIM, innovation, high paying jobs and bright futures. Okay, so we can go with one of these. Again, so I like the bright futures thing. I like that. As I said, cuteness works well on this any kind of marketing. K through 12 students. High level of cuteness. High paying jobs and bright futures. I like the high paying jobs and bright futures one with the diverse group of people. And then join us as we forge a new era of talent innovation in Georgia's manufacturing landscape. We need a couple more images, but actually, yeah, we can use this one here. See something here before I'll download this one, but as I said, this is, not a good image. And by the way, you can just simply click regenerate and it'll take another stab at it, right? You can just click the regenerate button and it'll try again to find a better image that matches the text. So that's the whole goal is, right? Just do that. I'm going to use that other image that we have. Come on. Speed. What are we doing here? Oh, all right. The Innovate Georgia. It's all right. I kind of actually like that one. Let's see. I like the robots working on it with you. So every now and again, the AI will come up with something interesting, and I like that one. I like the way it's two people working together with two robots. That's a really cool image. I like that one. So we're going to download that one just so I have it as well. And then we'll upload here. And what was the one that I wanted to use here for stability, Georgia? Students learning. All right, cool. All right, so we'll regenerate with these images. And by the way, if you type anything in here, it'll read it. Also, you can add scenes, make it longer. I don't recommend going over 2 minutes, but for this demo purposes, that is good enough. All right, brand new. While it is spinning here, open it up for questions in the chat. Please go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to assist. And what I'm doing here is I'm adding in a new app. So for you white labelers, once you go into your white label, you can actually go in and play with. So for example, here's the apps, the backend for the BuildBiz white label. You can actually go in and each app, you can decide if it's free or if it costs money. You can add it to folders. You can upload a video or attach a video from YouTube that you want to utilize within the platform. You can actually build and add your own apps. I just launched a new platform called Lead.biz, and it essentially is a sales agent and it's agentic in nature where you can actually have the AI take a list, and instead of sending batch emails, it'll create custom emails. And I'll show you that in just a second how it works. So I'm going to add that to BuildBiz. I'm going to put it in the new apps folder for now, and we're going to launch it. And you guys are going to be, some of you have seen some of it before. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there, and it should be available in the platform now.
Welcome to Georgia AIM, where the future of manufacturing is being revolutionized through cutting-edge artificial intelligence. With support from the U.S. Economic Development Administration, we are positioning Georgia as a leader in AI-driven manufacturing. Georgia AIM is paving the way for efficiency and innovation, creating high-paying jobs and brighter futures. Our initiative embraces everyone from K-12 students to technical college attendees, ensuring inclusive workforce development. By enhancing cybersecurity and launching an AI manufacturing pilot facility, we're securing economic stability in Georgia. Join us as we forge a new era of talent and innovation, driving growth and success in Georgia's manufacturing landscape.
So everybody, when you join the platform, you get 5 terabytes of storage. So you get a ton of storage. And so you can download this from your file storage area in your vault. And so you can grab that last one there. Hopefully it downloaded. And let's see, did I get it? Let's open up the folder. And there we go. Should be in here. Downloads, video. Great. I'm going to drop that into the chat for that one. Okay, so we've got that in there. All right, let's go play with lead generation. Everybody that has questions, please go ahead and ask. I'm happy to answer those for you. All right. All righty. So here is the new tool. It's called LeadBiz. And as I said, it should be available in the platform now under new AI apps. Yep, there we go. So AI sales agent, LeadBiz. You click on it and it'll let you know that you're leaving the main platform because this is built outside of BuildBiz, but it is included in the membership. It doesn't cost anything to access it. Okay. So once you click it, it'll pop you straight over to the link to sign in. I'm going to build a landing page that explains the features and all of that kind of thing as well. But if you do want to go directly there, I'll put the link in the chat as well, because I do want everybody to be able to access it. Let's move this out the way, and I will do this here. And the link for everybody, biz.ai should work for everybody. And you sign up a login, obviously, once you have started to use it. All right, so LeadBiz is a really fun, impressively smart AI tool. And what I mean by impressively smart is that it will adjust. So don't worry about the blurred thing here. That's only because I'm protecting people's names and email addresses. So that is not normal. When you go into yours, it will not have any blurs on it. So I'm just blurring things out. All right. So what you can do to get started is upload. You have 2 ways to get contacts into the lead gen process. 3 ways, actually. You can upload an existing email list that you have. And by the way, coming soon, we're going to be doing texting, so SMS out of here. So you can send both email and text messages. And then finally, we're going to add voice so that you can have the system deal with phone calls for you. So all 3 of those are coming. Right now, we're starting with just the email, and this is so new that I can tell you with comfort that it is going to grow tremendously over the next couple of weeks. So effectively, you can come in here, you can grab your contacts. The way that it works is you would create a list and you would upload whoever it is that you want to send the list to, send the email contacts to. So I have a starter of just under 1,000 contacts in this one. I have created one goal. A goal is a task or a prompt. And so you can see this text, task, or prompt. If you're an existing BillBiz customer, you've gotten one of these emails. So it just says, the prompt that I wrote using this technique that we train on Tuesday nights at 7, every other Tuesday, is set the context. So we tell it that it is a smart, engaging, trained AI sales assistant. Your mission is to invite customers to join the AI in 1 hour, happening Tuesday, 7 p.m. So I tell it what I want them to do. And it basically will give them what's new on there. And then the important part is I'll set this up and I don't have to do any manual triggering. So like if you're used to Go High Level or any of the other email campaign tools, you have to go in and set up each thing. What happens when this, you do not have to do that. You give it a general target of what you want, specific in the nature of what you want, but general in the steps, and it'll handle the steps automatically for you. So you can do two types of outbound. You can do an email blast, which is almost identical to what you would do at Go High Level or any of the other ones. But the difference is what happens when it comes back. The agentic side of it is that it will deal with replies automatically. So, for example, here's another goal that I had set up. And if you're a customer, I'm having it integrated into my Stripe list. And what it's doing is for all of the customers of BillBiz, it's reaching out to them and I'm asking if they're at least 30 days, send them a short personalized message, 2 to 3 sentences, use a casual human tone, use their first name. So I'm giving it the direction of what I want to do. Ask them if they're happy with the platform. That's what I'm trying to find out. All my customers, are you happy, right? If they're happy and they give comments, ask them if it's okay to post those comments on the website. Secondly, if they're also happy, ask them if they're interested in a one-on-one session, because we have this done for you part of our business. And so we want to invite people to take advantage of that. If they've been playing with the platform, they like it, but they don't have time to build out their websites, their funnels, their white labels, all of those types of things, right? So you want to make it so that the AI will do that. And I tell it not to send a calendar invite on the first one. And then, with the customer, if they're interested, suggest a few things, right? So what I want you to see is it said 282 emails, open rate 58%, reply rate 7%, and I'm only working with one small list. Okay. So it has set up conversations. And so you can see here, it started this conversation by itself with Denise. She said, "Yep, thank you for reaching out to me. I'm really enjoying the experience." I combined it with ChatGPT and it was giving me, right? And so now, and it replied by itself. I have no involvement. That, it's happy that, hey, you shared your positive experience. And it pinged her the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd by itself. And then on the 23rd, she replied. This is by itself unbelievably efficient, time saving. I don't have to get involved. It knows the objective and it's following up. And she said, by the way, yes, you can use my comments. And then it sent out some dates. It sent it out on the 23rd. It sent it out on the 24th. And then she responded, yep, she was going to be okay. She figured it out and she picked a date and a time. So for a while there, she wasn't quite understanding how to do it. And so finally she did pick a date and a time. And so now it's sent it and I've scheduled you for Wednesday, April 30th. And again, no interaction on my part. So it is done by itself. So that's what you want. AI working for you and going out and getting those meetings for you, right? And it can respond to, like, if you run an ad and you basically have a form where people fill out for information, it can handle the response to that. You train it on how to respond. You tell it, set an appointment. If you have an event, this is fantastic for event management. So all of those things are available for you. All right. So these are the types of tools that are out there. So I'll stop here and see if anybody has a question. Any questions? Hey, all right, Ruben, I understand. Yeah, we definitely are over now. People have to go back to work. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'm going to wrap it up with this, but I was very excited by this new tool and I just wanted to kind of share it with everybody. It gets better every day. We're going to add all kinds of functionality. Tomorrow, what I can do is I can talk about how to set up this new tool. And so we'll spend a little time on how to do that tomorrow. All right. Anybody have any questions? All righty, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central, and we'll sign off here. It was a good start to the week, right? All right, this is going to be a lot of fun this week. We got a lot of new things to kind of talk about and dive into. Tomorrow we'll focus on sales and marketing, and so it should be a lot of fun. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day. I'll see you later.